Hey everybody, it's me, Jose Segura, your SMEEA president. Welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat with the President. Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I know you got a billion things going on right now. Try and get your regular life somewhat back in order after just a crazy end of the year. So I appreciate you taking time from your day to watch these videos and keep yourself up to date on what's going on. So here we go. We're going to break this video down. It's going to include SMEEA stuff. It's going to have some local information, local meaning county. It's going to have some statewide information, CDC and CTA. Then we're going to go to the national level. We're going to talk about the CDC and, of course, NEA. So a lot of things to break down. Let's go. First things first, let's start with SMEEA. If you haven't already ordered your SMEEA gear, get going. Orders are still, the ordering window is still open. We have until June 30th to get your order in. Go back to the email that this video was attached to, click on the link, get your order in. Once the orders are closed on June 30th, they'll be filled throughout the month of July. We'll get all those orders in at the office. We'll figure out how to get that stuff to you, but rest assured we will get that stuff to you. So get your SMEEA gear order in. This, of course, is not SMEEA gear, but you know what I'm talking about. All right. The next SMEEA thing is the 2020 member recognition virtual event that went out on Wednesday. Now, we had a great time putting this together. We really appreciate everybody's contribution to this virtual event. If you haven't watched it, please take a look. It's available at our SMEEA YouTube channel, but you can also access the video directly by clicking on the link that was in the email that this video was attached to, all right? So make sure you do that, take a look at it. And if you see people you know, former coworkers, current coworkers, people you see sit on committees and whatnot who are either teachers of the year, retirees, or whatever, please shout out to them, send them a text message, an email, a phone call, whatever it is. Let them know that you watched the video, congratulate them on their accomplishment. If maybe their student got a SMEEA student scholarship, or they want a student scholarship to do something educational for themselves. So whatever it happens to be, please take an opportunity to reach out to these folks and let them know that you celebrate them and that you watch the video and that you are aware of what's happening to them in their lives. Okay, so that's the SMEEA 2020 member recognition virtual event. Take a look. All right, let's jump from there to the county level. So the County of Santa Barbara has put out their school reopening guidelines. That document is attached to the email that this video came with. So take a look at that document. It'll give you a really good idea. Really good is probably the wrong term to use. It'll give you an idea of what our county is looking at when it comes to putting out or to opening our schools back up. Now, the county really is going to rely on the state for guidelines. So let's jump from the county to the state level. At the state level, we have two organizations, right? We have three organizations. We have CTA, we have the Department of Public Health, and then we have the California Department of Ed. Let's start with CTA. CTA puts out these things called bargain advisories. And these bargaining advisories are really just provided to local chapter presidents and then to bargaining chairs. And it really gives the local association some insight into negotiation tactics and items and information that they should be considering when they're at the table. Well, this particular bargaining advisory is just about reopening our schools, and it's about bargaining or negotiating changes in working conditions that are inevitably going to occur when schools open back up in the fall, because things will not be the same. All right. So if you like that kind of insider baseball, please take a look at this document. I don't usually share these with you all because they are meant for local chapter presidents and bargaining chairs. But this one, I felt like it was important for you to read, so you get an idea of where we're coming from, what we're thinking about, what advice and information are we getting as a local association from CTA, and when it comes to opening our schools back up and bargaining changes in our working conditions. So take a look at that. Next, we have the California Department of Public Health. They put out their school opening health and safety guidelines. It's a fairly reasonable document. There's a link attached to there's a link in the email that this video was attached to that'll take you right to that document. Take a look at it. If you want to know what the state is telling local districts and local county departments of education about opening up schools, this document's going to be there for you. So we go from there and we jump one step further to the CDE, the California Department of Education. They put out their own guidebook for school reopening. I think they named it Stronger Together, whatever. That's what they're calling it. And so The recommendations from the Department of Public Health are really embedded in the California Department of Education guidebook for school reopening, the Stronger Together. It goes even further, though, and talks about some instructional models and other things. Please take a look at that document. Again, if you want to know where the guidelines are coming from, where the advice is coming from, where the restrictions and the the health and safety limitations are coming from, it's coming from these documents. So when we make local decisions, they're really based on what's occurring at the state level. Now we can jump one step further back and go a little broader to the national level. At the national level, we have NEA, and then we have the Center for Disease Control. So NEA has put out their school reopening guidelines. Now keep this in mind, when we have these national organizations putting out guidelines, they're speaking to all 50 states at the same time. So they're not going to be specific to California, but they are going to address a lot of the health and safety issues that we really are concerned about. And our state is taking cues from what's being offered out at the national level. So NEA has their guidelines. If you want to take a look at that, great. There's a link to that. But there's also the CDE, the Center for Disease Control, their school reopening guidelines, which came out in late May. So that's been out for several weeks now. But when you read that document, you really see a connection between that and what our state has put out. And so again, you're seeing this connection of these organizations that we are relying on for information and for guidance, putting out their guidelines, and then subsequently down the line from national to state to local, you're seeing those guidelines trickle down. So please take a look at that, again, to have a good idea of where everything is coming from. So that's really all I have for you right now. I do want you to know that we're still here. We're still working on your behalf. We're still out there representing our members, representing your interests and the interest of your students when it comes to school reopening, which is our big focus right now. We still have all of our bargaining issues going on. I think we have 14 or 15 different contract articles that were opened up during this bargaining session. That is still ongoing. We've settled or TA'd, have tentative agreements on the majority of those, but there are still a few, and you've heard from Jonathan BA on this. There's still a few issues like Article 5 that are just really heavy sticking points for us. And we are not interested in giving up any member rights or doing any takebacks or allowing the district to do any takebacks when it comes to your working conditions. And so we're standing fast, and we're standing tall, and we're standing up for you all and making sure that our members' rights are upheld. So we'll continue working throughout the summer. Again, we're still here. If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your summer. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.